what's happening, what's shaking, what's going on? This is Andy coming to you again from here at Andy's World of Bass. Today I'm going to tell you about the pickups that I just installed into my Devon bass. This is my Devon J5-Classic 24. It's a 5-string jazz bass, 24 frets. I've had this bass for I'm going on 3 years, I guess. And I've used it a lot. It had different pickups in it before that, they sounded good, and I liked them okay, but for this particular instrument, I just didn't think it was a really the right fit. There was something missing. I think it has to do with because it's a chambered instrument. It's the only chambered bass that I have, and it's just different for me, to my ears, and to what I'm so used to hearing. You know, I'm a kind of a creature of habit, and I have a specific sound that I go for, and most of it comes from my hands. But I felt like the instrument, there's something in the way the G string was behaving that was driving me bananas. Let's just say, especially when I was going for a slap sound. So I decided to put the Nordstrand ZEN blades in it because they're among my favorite pickups on the market right now. The big blade man as well, and just anything from the blade series that Nordstrand has been putting out for the last couple of years, I've really fallen in love with. And now particularly the ZenBlade, because it's completely hum canceling. It's a split coil pickup in the housing of a soap bar. So they're completely dead quiet, and that's a really important factor for me right off the bat. That's a hugely important factor. But the result is I'm super happy because now this instrument sounds the way that I want it to sound, the way that I need it to sound. So let's hear what it sounds like. This is just the back pickup alone. Now we'll go to both pickups. Slap sound that I was after, that I was not getting before. Something was goofy with the G string, and now all is right in my world with this particular instrument. And again, I think it has something to do with it being a chambered bass. It's the only one that I have, and I felt like something was missing, which is now right where it needs to be. And now we'll go to just the front pickup. So I think that these pickups really do this particular instrument justice in a huge way, and I couldn't be more happy with the way that it turned out. Another thing I want to mention about this particular one is that it has the Sadowsky 4-knob drop-in preamp on it, which is absolutely fantastic and so simple to use because it comes pre-assembled. All you have to do is drop it in and hook up a couple of wires with it using a screwdriver. There's no soldering or anything. And it literally took me about 10 minutes to put these pickups in, wire them into the preamp, hook up the ground, hook up the battery. It's got clips and little insert things that you tighten down with a little tiny little Phillips head screwdriver, and you are good to go. But this preamp is just fantastic. And the thing about the 4-knob that's different from the 3-knob version is that it has the passive tone control, which I have at about 70%. I'd like to leave it about 70%. Now it's a 2-band EQ. And for me, another thing that I do that just has to do with kind of customizing my electronics and pickup setup to my personal style is that I sink the pickups down into the bass a little bit more. I don't have them right up next to the strings because I have a really wide dynamic range within my right hand, so I like to be able to dig in. If I have the pickups too close to the strings, it just overloads the input stage, the preamp stage of any amplifier that I play through. So I sink the pickups down in a little bit. And that also gives me the ability to use more of the EQ. Because if the pickups are really close to the strings, when I start to bring in the active EQ, all of a sudden there's too much input, again, going to the front side of the preamp of the amplifier. So it gives me the full range of using the whole entire preamp controls, and I can get just a super bitchin' modern slap sound and utilize the whole range of the EQ. Right now I have it with the treble and bass turned all the way up on the Sadowsky preamp. I have the passive tone control turned down to 90. So the slap sound is really good across all 5 strings. I do a whole lot of slapping on any kind of live gig that I do. I seldom do it, but it's just part of who I am as a bass player. I've been doing it ever since I was a little kid. I started slapping back in like 1983, you know, and with my Louis Johnson Starlicks videotape. And it's become a layer of my musicality. And whether or not I do it all the time on the gig, my bass needs to be able to do it. Because what I do is I'll be playing along. All I'll do. You know, I'll just throw in a little bit of slap, just a little bit. And I find that when I use it tastefully like that and sparingly like that, it comes over like gangbusters. You know, it works perfectly within most any of the music that I'm playing. So I got to have that ability for my instrument to sound great in that kind of a position. But then we go to the... You know, that back pickup sound is well behaved. It's got lots of mid-range, lots of bark, but it's also pristine and it's got clarity. When I go to the back pickup, I might turn the tone down, the passive tone down a little bit. And it starts to get more like a Fender jazz bass. Sound. Then I go to both It's got your bitchin' modern slap sound with everything there that I need. And then I can go to the front pickup. And it's just fat, like a P bass. So there we have it. My Devon Classic 24 J5 is now perfect, and I can use it a lot more. I was a little bit reluctant sometimes when I would go out on gigs and, you know, I'm reaching for the couple basses that I'm going to take to the gig that night. This one sometimes would stay home simply because of that. It just didn't sound right in every facet that I needed it to. And I'm going to use it all the time now. I'm going to be able to use it a lot more now. So, in some situations, changing around your pickups, don't give up on the bass just because it doesn't, it's not doing exactly what you need it to do. Sometimes you can save the day with the right pickups for that particular instrument. And like I said, you know, it didn't sound bad before. It sounded cool. It had a really kind of growly kind of a thing, and but it just wasn't really my thing. So there you have it. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for watching all the videos. Check out the Zen blades or the Big Blade Man, or even the Power Blade, J blades. All the stuff from Nordstrand in the Blade series is just absolutely fantastic. I can't say enough good things about it. All right, friends. We'll see you next time. Peace.